Alright, we're back. Draw a little more food. Start thinking about inking. There's so much. Oh, I gotta draw the dryad head pumpkin. I am never gonna forgive myself if I don't draw the dryad head pumpkin. I have like a specific yeah, there it is. I'm gonna put that up here actually. So I'm gonna take the dumplings. And I'm gonna move the dumplings down over here. Get the steam and sugar. Real cheat cakes. Got the steam and sugar coming off them. That, who remembers Homestar Runner? I love Homestar Runner. Homestar Runner was great as a kid because I was 100% convinced that I could do all the voices. And I'm still not entirely shaken of that belief. I can do Homestar, Ohio, and I can do Strongbad, and trying to remember other, Coach Z, spelled with an O-Z, King of Town. Yeah, I don't know. I think my Poopsmith impression might be the best one.
Yeah, and I've been doing the Homestar voice every chance I get for years.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll stop now. But if there's Homestar Runner voices that you want me to attempt on the channel, let me know in the comments and I'll make a fool of myself. I am not above making a fool of myself. The Dryad Pumpkin... Hi, it's the Dungeon Meshi Show. We're going to talk about One Piece. The Dryad Pumpkin looks a little bit like Nico Robin. Just because of the nose. Nico Robin has that, very kind of hawk-like nose. And they swoop in with the... It's a design that I like a lot. Do some One Piece art at some point. I don't know if it's going to be for the channel or if I'm just going to do it. I always wanted to finish One Piece, but I haven't done a whole lot of One Piece art. I've tried to do One Piece art before. And two things have gone wrong. It didn't look the way I wanted it to on the first try, so I gave up. Bad habit. And I'm always afraid that, like, I want to finish it before I draw anything because I'm afraid of, I'm not sure what I'm even afraid of. Missing something? And it's really foolish, and saying it out loud is like, now I really feel silly because it's like, well, I don't want to do One Piece art because I'm only going to do One Piece art, and what if I find something later in the series that I want to draw, and it's too late because I already did One Piece art? It's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever said. Do more than One Piece. You're a freaking artist. Draw stuff. Draw the things you love. Draw the things you enjoy. Draw them multiple times. Draw them over and over and over again. Look, there are a lot of things you can get out of art as an artist. The one that I've been focused in on lately is Cash Money, unfortunately. Because this is my job now. This is what I do for my job. But there's more to it than that. Which is not to say you should ever let somebody be like, oh, draw for exposure. Draw my story for exposure and for the love of the game. Like, no, that's dumb. But like fan art, and I'm not talking about like clout chasing, I think this will do well on social media fan art. I'm talking about like stuff you're a fan of. And like, look, I put Dungeon Meshi in the poll twice. I've hardly put anything in the poll more than once, except for Krull, and that will win someday. Krull will win someday. We're gonna have such a good time on the Krull show when Krull eventually takes it. It's gonna be like nothing you've ever seen. But there's something that I am. There's a piece of me that I feel like I've lost in a lot of ways. And I need to grab back onto it before it gets away from me. And it is kind of the genuine love and affection for the process and for making something, and just appreciating the beautiful world of comics and manga that enrich my life so much, and I just want to fully experience that. And it's like, I don't want to put One Piece in a poll because then I'll be obligated to do One Piece stuff, and I feel very strong and complex emotions about One Piece. So it's like, I just want to do some One Piece stuff. And I probably won't do a video on it. I'll show it to you. Maybe we'll do like a showcase video or something. That would be interesting. I like that pumpkin. That looks pretty good. A lot of the appealing nature of the food comes from the way that it's colored and highlighted and shaded. And so that's going to be really important when we get to that stage. But we're going to try to do as much as we can in the sketch stage to bring it across so that it will inform our later steps. This is great. This is great. This is what I wanted. I gotta look up a Kensuke reference. Kensuke. Specifically, the detail on the hilt. Which is like, I thought there was like a lion head. Does that fall off? Or does he... I thought that Laios took the little lion head thing off of his first sword and put it onto Kensuke. Having some difficulty finding a reference image that has it. It's like, come to think of it, I can't remember if that falls back off. I'm gonna put a lion head on there. If I'm wrong, I'll take it off later. Just means I'm gonna have to watch the show again now that it's over. It's not over. It's coming back. There will be a season 2. How could there not be? This isn't Warner Brothers. We don't just cancel things that everybody loves. Very good. That's a sketch. We are going to fill in some more stuff in the background to make it... Nope. Wrong layer. What I'm doing here is a little bit superfluous, but it's also relaxing. I keep saying, it's tough out there. We need to be able to relax ourselves in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's only for a minute. I don't know what I would do without without the stories that I love, you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. If you're here, I'm sure you do. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do next. And I got a handful of minutes here left on this video that we're gonna need to do. But I need a new glove. I've got one high. Oh, hey, look. Auxiliary glove storage. My question, I guess, to myself is this clean enough for me to ink over? And the answer is no. Here are some things that need work. Marcel's staff, Kensuke, Senshi's pot. Once I get those things locked down, I think we'll be good to ink. I uncovered a fun little tidbit just now from a Tumblr post. Laios naming his sword Kensuke is silly because Ken is a way to say sword, and Suke is a suffix for male names, so he essentially called his sword Swordbert. Which is funny. I've been talking to you about how or I mentioned previously about how I identify a lot with Laios. A lot of that has to do with just how I also believe that I can solve all of my problems with an optimistic spirit of adventure and bullheaded determination. I'd be a great shonen protagonist if only I had any kind of fighting power. Maybe my manga would be about somebody who draws. Hey, that friggin' manga about overclocking your PC is real. So why not? That's one of the funniest things I think about, Thus Spake Rohan Kishibe aside. There aren't, to my knowledge, a terrible number of manga that are about mangaka, which I think is really funny, because the other thing that I have read a ton of in my day is horror novels. And this is all Stephen King's fault, but other people do it too. That every horror novel is about a horror writer, right? And it's like, I'm surprised there are not more manga about mangaka. I'm glad there aren't, but it is a little bit surprising. Well, they say write what you know, and maybe what they know is that would not be very interesting. Hey, I read through PTSD Radio again recently. I talked about that before on my paneling episode. Series, I should say. And, the thing about that series is was stopped because the mangaka believed that he was cursed, and he actually quit manga altogether, I found out, which is unfortunate. But apparently that's a fairly common-ish superstition among mangaka. As like I said, I'm reading One Piece and read the question corner whenever it comes up. And Oda talks about how when he was writing Thriller Bark and he had to do, research into zombies and horror stuff, he said he's a huge scaredy cat, and like a lot of mangaka, he's worried about being cursed. And I was like, is this a thing? Do I need to know about this? Do I need to do more curse research? Is this a secret part of the business that I have not yet learned about? Are you worried about being cursed? You watching at home? Are you concerned about curses at all? Let me know in the comments. That's better. That's a better detail. Alright, soon. Senshi, your pot is... one of my favorite things about Senshi is obviously, you know, he treasures his cooking utensils more than anything. But, you know, he's got his pot and his knife that are made out of mithril or whatever. And that's like a deep affront to other dwarves. You think they should only be used for weapons and armor. Alright. I'm really happy with that sketch. I think that looks really good. Got a long way to go on this one. Next episode, we start inking. I'm just suffering under the weight of the Herculean task I've set for myself. But that's okay, that's what this channel's all about. So I'll see you next time when we start inking on this. But, hey, here comes the plug. Like, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel, this video, etc., etc. Turn on notifications so that you know when I post new videos. I would really appreciate it. The channel's still small, but we grow a little bit every day. If you are interested in supporting me financially, hey, maybe check out Ko-fi, link in the description. Sign off for a one-off donation or maybe for a membership tier. We'll get you access to exclusive content, videos, comics, etc., etc. Or, of course, you can sign up for my free newsletter on Substack. There's also a paid tier on Substack, but you get access to the same kind of exclusive stuff that you'll get on Ko-fi, just in a different place. If you're not able to support financially right now, hey, I get it. Times is tough. The best thing you can do is share this video with a friend. Maybe you know somebody who's trying to learn how to draw, wants a little bit of encouragement, wants to see somebody who taught himself how to do it, ring out a few tips and tricks. I can help. So, you know, pass this video around, tell a friend, give it to somebody who might enjoy it. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and we will do more on this poster. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to join you again in the future. See you later.